Hi, welcome back to Mr. Silver's Math. Today we are going to factor trinomials, but our emphasis is going to be on special cases. So our warm-up is just getting us ready for factoring in general. I've got x squared plus 10x plus 25. Now I didn't necessarily show the work over here because we're at the point where I'm hoping that you don't necessarily have to show all of the work. So that would factor into x plus 5 times the quantity x plus 5. And then number 2 on the warm-up says simplify the following expressions. 6 minus 6 is 0. 4x minus 4x is 0. 7 times negative 7 is negative 49. And negative 12 times 12 is negative 144. So we're still factoring, but they're just a little bit different. So if I notice, some of these are 3 terms. Some of them are 2 terms. Okay, so that does matter just a little bit. We're still going to factor the same way. So we're still going to list our factors of the constant, which is typically the last term. Figure out our signs, so plus plus, so everything is going to be positive. And then figure out which ones to add to give me that linear or that middle term. So the 9 and the 9 are going to add to give me the 18. So now what's special about these is, if you notice, these factors are the exact same. So this factors into x plus 9 and x plus 9. You're thinking, well, Mr. Silver, do I have to list both of them if they are the same thing? Yes, you do. You have to list both of them. Just like if you had 2 $1 bills, would you say you only had $1 because they're the exact same? The answer would be no. Same concept here. If you were to double check your answer and do x plus 9 times x plus 9, you should get what you started with. You should get x squared plus 18x plus 81. If you just had an answer of x plus 9, there's no way you can multiply that by anything to get the x squared plus 18x plus 81. Wouldn't work. So letter B, same thing. List the factors of 9, 1 and 9, 3 and 3. Your signs are plus plus, so everything's positive. And then I just figure out which ones add to give me the 6. And once again, they are the same number, and that is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, where it gets a little bit different is letter C, D, and F. Those 3 are all the same concept, because if you notice, these are 2 terms, 2 terms, 2 terms. Those are all binomials. And we've been focused on factoring trinomials. So you could rewrite it. You could rewrite it as x squared plus 0x minus 49. You're thinking, well, Mr. Silver, where did the 0x come from? There is no x at all in here. And I agree, there is no linear term. There is no x term in there. There's an x squared, but there's no x term. So if there's no x term, that's the same as saying 0x. If I say I don't have any money, I can also say I have 0 money. Okay, same concept. So I'm going to choose to rewrite these 3 so that way it is 3 terms. So now I list my factors of negative 49 or of 49, and I see which ones add to give me 0. Okay, because I have a plus negative. So that means the larger factor is going to be positive. For sake of consistency, I always did a plus 0x for all of these. Right? So if it was 2 terms, I automatically said plus 0x. Just want to make it consistent. I would suggest doing the same thing. So same concept, I list my factors, see which ones work to add to give me the 0. One is positive, one is negative. Okay, so that's why it's a special case. They are the same numbers, but they're opposites. Same thing over here. This is a positive 10 and a negative 10. And likewise with letter F, I have a positive 6 and a negative 6. Those are opposites. Okay, so that's why these are special cases. They're either the same factor, like that happened in letter E, or they are opposites, just like letter F. Okay, they do have special names. I'm not going to dwell on them. Letter C, D, and F would be a difference of squares, difference of 2 squares. And then E and A and B would be a perfect square trinomial, which there's applications for later in your math career. Now the back side is just asking you to factor the following. Right? So now it could be back to what we've done before with I have an x plus 4 and an x plus 1, or it could be a special case just like letter C where I have to rewrite it. Or it could be letter H where they happen to be the same factor, but it doesn't matter because for all of those, I can still write it and solve with the same steps for success. So I rewrite these, see which numbers add to give me that middle term. Now on letter D, I have w squared plus 2. My factors of 4 are, and I rewrite it, right? W squared plus 0w plus 4. My factors of 4 are 1 and 4, 2 and 2. Everything is positive. So 2 plus 2. That does not equal 0, right? I have a 0w in here. 2 plus 2 does not equal 0. So I have no factors that are going to add to give me the 0w. So that means I'm going to write prime because there's nothing I can do about it. So today we are focusing on special cases like letter C and letter D and letter H. But you can do the same process that we've been doing the past few days where you list your factors of the last term, which was the constant, and if need be, write in the linear term, which is the one with the power of 1, and see which factors add to give you that, and then write your answer. So if you have any questions, make sure you let me know. Otherwise, thanks for stopping in. Until next time.